Yeah.
That's the only thing I can decide.
Not funny.
Okay, what?
We even did the bitter Dan story.
Oh, yeah. House opens in 10 minutes.
The door closes.
Oh my god! I don't talk to you anymore. I don't want to be your friend anymore. This is your pencil.
Is someone playing the orchestra?
Okay.
Is someone playing the orchestra?
Better than I am.
Colleen?
I'm gonna be squeaking. Look at squeak! Get my hair. Pretty bad, huh?
Put the rouge on you.
They're like those real world interviews with cameras inside. And everybody tries to bat nothing, everybody's like,
Dee 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 dee, You are cheating. Yes.
Captain.
Anything wrong? The accommodations?
No, they appear quite interesting.
The cells are below. This is the common room for those who wait.
How long do they wait?
Some an hour, some a lifetime.
Do they all await the Inquisition?
Oh no, these are merely thieves and murderers. If you need anything, just shout. If you're able.
What did he mean by that?
Calm yourself. There's a remedy for everything but death.
That could be the very one we need.
Good morning, gentlemen, ladies. I regret being thrust upon you in this manner, and hope that you will not find my company objectionable. In any case, I will not be among you very long. And you see, the Inquisition...
Enough! Noise! Trouble! Fights! Kill each other if you must, but for God's sakes, do it quietly! Who are you, eh? Speak up!
Cervantes. John Miguel de Cervantes.
A gentleman!
It's never saved me from going to bed hungry.
And that's?
My servant. May I have the honor?
They call me the governor. What's your game?
My game?
Your specialty, man. Cut purse? Highwayman?
Oh, no, nothing so interesting. I'm a poet.
They're throwing men in prison for that?
No, not for that.
Too bad. Well, let's get on with the trial.
Excuse me, sir, what trial?
Why, yours, of course.
But what have I done?
Oh, we'll find something.
You don't understand. I'll only be here.
My dear sir, no one enters or leaves this prison without being tried by his fellow prisoners.
And if I'm found guilty?
Oh, you will be.
What sort of a sentence?
We generally fine a prisoner all of his possessions.
All of them?
Well, it's not practical to take more.
One moment, these things are my livelihood.
I thought you said you were a poet.
Of the theater.
False!
Costumes and properties. You see, actually, I'm a playwright and an actor, so of course these things couldn't be of any use to you. Take them. Very well, take them.
Master, no!
Take them, I say. Only leave me this.
Heavy. Valuable.
To me.
We might let you ransom it.
I've no money.
How unfortunate. Paper.
Manuscript.
Still worthless.
Wait! You spoke of a trial. By your very own word, I must be given a trial.
Oh, very well. I hereby declare this court in session. Now then, what are you here for?
I'm to appear before the Inquisition.
Heresy?
Not exactly. You see, I've been employed by the government as a tax collector.
Poet, actor, tax collector?
A temporary thing to keep us from starvation.
How does a tax collector get in trouble with the Inquisition?
I made an assessment against the monastery of La Merced. When they wouldn't pay, I used to lien on the property.
You did what?
He foreclosed on the church.
So why are you here?
Someone had to serve the papers.
These two have empty rooms in their heads.
The law says treat everyone equally. We only obeyed the law.
Governor, if you don't mind, I should like to prosecute this case.
Why?
Let us say that I dislike stupidity, especially when it masquerades as virtue. Miguel de Cervantes, I charge you with being an idealist, a bad poet, and an honest man. How plead you?
Guilty.
Bravo!
Your Excellency, what about my defense?
But you just pleaded guilty.
Had I said innocent, you surely would have found me guilty. Since I've admitted my guilt, isn't the court required to hear me out?
For what purpose?
The jury may choose to be lenient.
Clever.
He is trying to gain time.
Do you have a scarcity of that?
Any urgent appointments?
It is true, I am guilty of these charges. An idealist, well, I've never had the courage to believe in nothing. Bad poet. This comes more painfully. Still,
Let's hear your defense.
if you've no objection, I should like to continue in the manner I know best. In the form of a charade.
Charade?
An entertainment, if you will.
Entertainment.
At worst, it may beguile your time, but since my cast of characters is large, I call upon all here to enter in and play whatever roles.
Governor, if you don't, I should like to protest.
No, let's hear him out.
Then, with your kind permission, may I set the stage. I shall impersonate a man. Enter into my imagination and see him. His name is Alonso Quijano, a country squire. No longer young. Bony and hollow-faced. Eyes that burn with the fire of inner vision. Being retired, he has much time for books. He studies them from morn to night, and often into the night as well. And all he reads oppresses him, fills him with indignation at man's murderous ways towards man. He broods and broods and broods, and finally, after so much brooding, his brain dries up. He lays down the melancholy burden of sanity and conceives the strangest project ever imagined: to become a knight and sally forth into the world to right all wrongs. No longer shall he be plain Alonso Quijano, but a dauntless knight, known as Don Quixote de la Mancha. Hear me now, oh the bleak and unbearable world, now at base and debunched as can be. For a knight with his banners all bravely unfurled, now hurls down his gauntlet to thee. I am Don Quixote, the Lord of La Mancha, my destiny calls and I go. And the wild winds of fortune shall carry me onward, oh, whithersoever they blow. Whithersoever they blow, onward to glory I go.
I'm Sancho, yes, I'm Sancho. I'll follow my master till the end. I'll tell all the world proudly, I'm his squire, I'm his friend.
Hear me, heathens and wizards and serpents of sin, all your dastardly doings are past. For a holy endeavor is now to begin, and virtue shall triumph at last. My destiny goes and I go, and the wild winds of fortune shall carry me onward, oh, whithersoever they blow.
I'm his friend,
whithersoever they blow, onward to glory I go. Well, Sancho, how dost thou like adventuring?
Oh, marvelous, Your Grace. But it's peculiar. To me, this great highway to glory looks exactly like the road to Alta Boso, where you can buy chickens cheap.
Like beauty, my friend, 'tis all in the eyes of the beholder. Only wait, and thou shalt see amazing sights.
What kind?
There will be knights and nations, warlocks and wizards, a cavalcade of vast unending armies.
They sound dangerous.
Oh, they are dangerous. And there'll be one who leads them, and he will be most dangerous of all.
Well, who is he? Who?
The enchanter. Beware him, Sancho, for his thoughts are cold and his spirit shriveled. His eyes like little machines, and where he walks, the earth is blighted. But one day I shall meet him face to face, and on that day...
Oh, well, I wouldn't get upset, Your Grace. I always say, have patience and shuffle the cards.
You never run out of proverbs.
No, Your Grace. I was born with a belly full of them. I always say that...
Aha!
What is it?
How long since we sallied forth?
About 2 minutes.
So soon shall I engage in brave, unequal combat.
Combat? Where?
Canst not see? A monstrous giant of infamous repute.
What giant?
It is that dark and dreaded ogre by the name of Matagoga. You can tell him by the 4 great arms a-whirling on his back.
It's a windmill.
Oh, Bacchus giant standing there! Avast the monks! On guard, beware!
No, Your Grace. I swear by my wife's little black mustache. That's not a giant. It's only a... Didn't I tell you? Didn't I say? Your Grace, that's a windmill.
The work of my enemy, the enchanter. He will take any advantage in order... Sancho, it comes to me.
What, Your Grace?
How he was able to upset me. It is because I've never properly been dubbed a knight.
Well, that's no problem. Just tell me how it's done and I'll be glad to take care of this dubbing.
Dubbing. Thank you, my friend. But it may only be done by another knight.
That's a problem. I've never seen another knight.
Or the lord of a castle or do, or king, or even a duke.
Oh, well, very well. I'll keep an eye out for kings or dukes as we go.
Oh! Oh!
Now what is it?
The very place!
Where?
There!
If Your Grace would just give me a hint.
There, in the distance, a castle!
Castle?
Rockbound amidst the crags!
Crags?
And the banners, oh, the brave banners flaunting in the wind!
Anything on them?
I see a cat crouching on a field tawny, and beneath it the inscription, meow.
Oh, well, that's fine, Your Grace. Maybe this is where you can get yourself dubbed.
Dubbed. Blow thy bugle that the dwarf may mount the battlements and announce our coming.
But I don't see a castle. I do see something. Maybe it's an inn.
An inn?
We'd better pass it by, Your Grace. Those roadside places are full of rough men and women.
Come, we shall ride straight to the drawbridge of yon castle, and there thy vision may improve. Here is an example of how to the untrained eye one thing may seem to be another. To Sancho, an inn. To Quixote, a castle. To someone else, whatever his mind may make of it. But for argument's sake, let us grant Sancho's vision. An inn. A kindly innkeeper. His less kindly wife. Rough men, muleteers, 15 miles on the road today. Rough women, in most particular, a woman named Aldonza.
Why? Aldonza! Why? Aldonza, 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 Aldonza!
You want it on the table or over your lousy head? They're swine. Feed.
I brought you something.
Keep it till it grows up. Little dogs have big ideas.
Tonight?
Payment in advance.
Hey, Aldonza, sweetheart, come here.
Talk with your mouth, not with your hands.
I've got a nice thick bed of hay in the stable.
Good. Eat it.
You would refuse Pedro.
Try me.
My mules are not as stubborn.
Fine. Make love to your mule.
I come for love. I come for love. I come to Aldonza for love.
Love. One pair of arms is like another. I don't know why or who's to blame. I'll go with you or with your brother. It's all the same. Just put your money in my hand, and you will get what money buys. One pair of arms is like another. I don't know why or who's to blame. I'll go with you or with your brother. It's all the same. It's all the same. Oh, I have seen too many men, but I have known too little rest, and I have loved too many men with hatred burning in my breast. I do not like you or your brother. I do not like the life I live, but I am me. I am Aldonza, and what I give, I choose. One pair of arms is like another. It's all the same. It's all the
Payment before delivery? She won't deliver. She'll deliver.
Well, gentlemen, is everything in order? They're eating as well as you.
God forbid.
He jokes. It's well known that I set the finest table between Madrid and Malaga.
What in the name of...
It's the pig butcher. I didn't expect him till tomorrow. Coming, senior butcher, coming.
Is the lord of the castle at hand? I say, is the Castellano here?
I am in charge of this place.
We waited, sire, for the dwarf to mount the battlements and announce us, but none appeared.
The dwarfs are all busy.
Noble lords and ladies, my master, Don Quixote, knight-errant and defender of the right and pursuer of lofty undertakings, implores the boon of hospitality.
Well, sir, is it granted?
Absolutely. This inn, I mean this castle, is open to everybody.
He's a madman.
Madmen are the children of God. Sir Knight, you must be hungry.
Ah, that I am.
There's food aplenty, and for your squire, too. I'll just help him stable your animals.
Gentle knights, fair chatelaine, if there be any among you that require my assistance, you have but to speak and my good right arm is at your service. Whether it be a princess held for ransom, an army besieged and awaiting rescue, dear God, it is she. Sweet lady, fair virgin. I dare not gaze full upon thy countenance, lest I be blinded by beauty. But I implore thee, speak once thy name.
Aldonza.
My lady jests.
Aldonza.
The name of a kitchen scullion, or mayhap my lady's serving maid.
I told you my name. Now get out of my way.
Did my lady think to put me to a test? Ah, sweet sovereign of my captive heart, I shall not fail thee, for I know I have dreamed thee too long.
never see thee or touch thee, but known thee with all of my heart. Half a prayer, half a song. Thou hast always been with me, though we have been always apart. Dulcinea, Dulcinea, I see heaven when I see thee, Dulcinea, and thy name is like a prayer an angel whispers, Dulcinea, Dulcinea. If I reach out to thee, do not tremble and shrink from the touch of my hand on thy head. Let my fingers but see thou art warm and alive, and no phantom to fade in the air. Dulcinea, Dulcinea, I have sought thee, sung thee, dreamed thee, Dulcinea. Now I've found thee, and thy world shall know thy glory, Dulcinea, Dulcinea, oh, Dulcinea, sweet touch of thy hand.
Come along, Senior Knight. I'll show you to your quarters.
Oh, my lady,
I see heaven when I see thee, Dulcinea,
and thy name is like a prayer an angel whispers.
Dulcinea, I have sought thee, sung thee, dreamed thee, Dulcinea. Now I found thee, and the world shall know thy glory, Dulcinea, Dulcinea.
Governor, if you don't mind, this man proposed to offer a defense.
But this is my defense.
Most curious I've ever heard.
But if it entertains,
The word is diverts. I think your purpose is to divert us from art.
precisely. Now, if I may be allowed to get on with it.
Continue your defense. Imagine the family our brave knights left behind, not the lords and ladies and retainers of Don Quixote de la Mancha, but the simple womenfolk of a country squire known as Alonso Quijana. Imagine their shock as news of the master's madness reaches them. To his niece, Antonia, who is worried about its effect on her forthcoming marriage. To his housekeeper of many years, who is worried about even darker matters. To the local padre, who has known Alonso all of his life. And shortly, there will enter a character whose philosophy may appeal enormously to you. Alonso's niece and his housekeeper hurry to the neighborhood church. May we have a church, please? Thank you. Anguished by this terrible situation, and not unaware of what the neighbors may think, they seek help and advice from the padre. The padre the padre. But in spite of the squire's manners may bring down upon their heads, you may be sure they're only thinking of him.
I'm only thinking of him. I'm only thinking of him. Whatever I may do or say, I'm only thinking of him. In my body it's well known, there is not one selfish bone. I'm only thinking and worrying about him. I've been told he's chasing dragons, and I fear it may be true. If my groom should hear about this, heaven knows what he will do. Though I dearly love my uncle, but for what he's done to me, I would like to take and lock him up and throw away the key. But if I do, there is one thing that I swear will still be true. Only thinking of him, I'm only thinking of him. I'm only thinking and worrying about him. I'm only thinking of him. I'm only thinking of him. Whatever I may do or say, I'm only thinking of him. In the very heart of me, there is Christian charity. I'm only thinking and worrying about him. Oh, I think he's been too lonely, living years without a spouse. So when he returns, I fear I may have trouble in the house. For they say he seeks a lady who his own true love shall be. God forbid that in his madness he should ever think it's me. If he should try, I'll surely die, and I will grimly guard my honor as I cry. I'm only thinking of him. I'm only thinking of him. Only thinking and worrying about him. Whoa, whoa.
They're only thinking of him. They're only thinking of him. How saintly is their plaintive plea. They're only thinking of him. What a comfort to be sure that their motives are so pure, as they go thinking and worrying about him.
And now there appears on the scene a man of breeding, intelligence, logic. He is Antonia's fiancé, Dr. Sanson Carrasco, Bachelor of Science, graduate of the University of Salamanca, a man who carries his own self-importance as though afraid of breaking it. I'd forgotten that family quarrels have a way of getting out of hand. With so much at stake in the game, let us rearrange the pieces. The queen, cunning. The castle, formidable. The bishop, charmingly diagonal. And now, what to do about the knight?
Sanson!
Have you heard? On my way here, I was informed by at least 10 people. My dear, your uncle is a laughingstock of the entire neighborhood. Padre, what do you know of this?
Only that the good Signor Quijana has been carried away by his imagination,
Signor Quijana has lost his mind and is suffering from delusions.
Is there a difference?
Exactitude of meaning. I beg to remind you, Padre, that I am a doctor.
Oh, please, don't argue. We must do something about him.
I'm a little more concerned about us.
What do you mean, us?
Our marriage, my dear. There's a certain embarrassment in having a madman in the family. In the eyes of others.
Oh, come, Doctor.
I do not relish claiming a lunatic as uncle.
The innocent must pay for the sins of the guilty.
Guilty of what? A gentle delusion?
How do you know it is gentle? By this time, who knows what violence he has committed? He was armed?
With sword and lance.
Samson, I had hoped for so much for us. For you, really. It was all to be for you. His house, his lands.
True, Doctor. In good time, it would all be yours. After all, if one is to serve science, one must have the means.
You priest or pawnbroker?
What I meant was, consider the challenge.
Challenge?
Think of what cleverness it would take to wean this man from madness, to persuade him from his course and to return home.
That is a challenge.
Impossible.
He can't have got it far?
No more than a day's journey.
Well, then get ready, Padre. We shall go after him. But as we go, there is one thing that I want the world to know.
I fear with pain that once again we will now hear a very often heard refrain.
I'm only thinking of him. I'm only thinking of him. Whatever I may do or say, I'm only thinking of him. In my body, it's well known, there is not one selfish bone.
He's only thinking and worrying about him.
Let us return now to the inn, to the kitchen of the inn. Our kitchen ladies, if you please. Thank you. Ah, yes. Tomorrow's onion stew. Chicken tripes with pepper. Now then, as everyone knows, it is imperative that each knight shall have a lady. For a knight without a lady is like a body without a soul. To whom should he dedicate his conquests? What visions sustain him when he sallies forth to do battle with ogres and giants? Don Quixote, having discovered his lady, sends his faithful squire to her with a missive.
Missive? What's a missive?
Sort of a letter. He warned me to give it only into your hand.
Let's see it. I can't read.
Well, neither can I. But my master, foreseeing such a possibility, recited to me so I could commit it to heart.
What made him think I couldn't read?
Well, as he explained it, noble women are busy with their needlework.
Needlework?
Embroidering banners for their knights. He said they had no time for study.
What's it say?
Most lovely sovereign and high-born lady,
Ah!
the heart of this thy vassal knight faints for thy favor.
Ha!
O fairest of the fair, purest of the pure, incomparable Dulcinea.
That again? My name is Aldonza.
My master calls you Dulcinea.
Why?
I don't know, but I can tell you from experience that knights have their own language for everything. And it's better not to ask questions, because it only gets you into trouble. I beg thee grant that I may kiss the nethermost hem of thy garment.
Kiss my which?
If you keep interrupting me, the whole thing will be gone out of my head.
Well, what's he want?
I'm getting to it. And send to me a token of thy fair esteem, that I may carry as my standard into battle.
What kind of a token?
He says generally it's a silken scarf.
Your master's a crack brain.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes.
Well, they say one madman makes 100, and love makes 1,000.
What's that mean?
Well, I'm not sure.
You're crazy, too. What?
I'm waiting for the token.
Give him a token. Here.
But my lady...
Don't you, my lady, me, or I'll crack you like an egg. Wait a minute. Come here. Sit. Sit! Tell me something. Why do you follow him?
Well, that's easy to explain. It's because...
Why?
I'm telling you. I...
Why?
I like him. I really like him. Tear out my fingernails one by one. I like him. I don't have a very good reason. Since I've been with him, cuckoo nuts have been in season. But there's nothing I can do. Chop me up for onion stew. Still I'll yell to the sky, though I can't tell you why, that I like him.
It doesn't make any sense.
Well, that's because you're not a squire.
All right, you're a squire. How does a squire squire?
Well, I ride behind him, and he fights. Then I pick him up off the ground.
But what do you get out of it?
What do I get? Well, plenty. Already I've gotten,
You've gotten nothing. So why do you do it?
I like him. I really like him. Pluck me naked like a scalded chicken. I like him. Don't ask me for why or wherefore, 'cause I don't have a single good because or therefore. You can barbecue my nose, make a giblet of my toes, make me freeze, make me fry, make me sigh, make me cry. Still I'll yell to the sky, though I can't tell you why, that I like him.
Aye, there, old hack. Little burrow. Something to warm your hearts and cover your bones. There you are. Eat. What's the matter? Not good enough? The same as people. Always want what the other one's got. It's the same as I get, maybe better. A fine pair, just as crazy as your master. Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize. You've got no choice. You do as you're told. But who can figure him out? Why does he do the things he does? Why does glory and rusty old tin? Why does he live in a world that can't be? And what does he want of me? Why does he say these things? Sweet Dulcinea and missive and such, nethermost hem of thy garment I touch. No one can be what he wants me to be, and what does he want of me? What does he want of me? Doesn't he know he'll be laughed at wherever he'll go? And while I'm not laughing myself, why, I don't know. Why does he want the things he wants? Why does he want these things? Why does he batter at walls that won't break? Why does he give when it's natural to take? Where does he see all the good he can see? And what does he want of me? What does he want of
Little bird in the cinnamon tree. Little bird, do you sing for me? Do you bring me word of one I know? Little bird, I love her so. Little bird, I have to know. Little bird, beneath this tree, this cinnamon tree, we learn to love, we learn to cry, for here we met, and here we kissed, and here one cold and moonless night we said goodbye. Little bird, oh have pity on me, bring her back to me now, be the cinnamon tree. I have waited too long without a song. Little bird, please fly, please go. Little bird, and tell her so. Little bird,
I spit in the milk of your little bird.
Hey, what's this?
Give it back!
It's a letter.
Shows how stupid you are. It's a missive.
Missive? Who reads?
Give it back! That's mine! Ah! Sons of whores!
Most lovely, sovereign, and high-born lady.
It's a love letter from her knight.
A stupid joke!
Then why so hot about it?
Has he touched your heart?
Nobody touches my heart.
All these fine words.
Fine words! He's a man, isn't he? He wants what every other man wants.
How comes that? Now?
Later. When I'm through in the kitchen.
I confess, Doctor, I shall not know what to say to him.
In that case, leave it to me.
He may not even know us.
I am prepared for that contingency. Should he fail to recognize us,
Is there a castle beleaguered by giants, a king who lies under enchantment, an army besieged and awaiting rear?
what is this? My friend!
You know us.
Should a man not know his own friends, Dr. Kraskow? Padre Perez?
Senor Quijana.
I should prefer that you address me properly. I'm Don Quixote, Knight Errant of La Mancha.
Senor Quijana.
Don Quixote.
There are no giants, no kings under enchantment, no chivalry, no knights. There have been no knights for 300 years.
So learned yet so misinformed.
These are facts.
Facts are the enemy of truth.
Master?
Ah, yes. Oh, well, did she receive thee? Most fortunate of squires. The token? What of the token? Sheer gossamer. Forgive me, I'm overcome.
It's from his lady.
So there's a woman.
A lady. The Lady Dulcinea. Her beauty is more than human. Her quality perfection. She is the very meaning of woman, and all meaning woman has to man. Oh.
To each his Dulcinea.
Someone approaches.
It's just an ordinary traveler.
Let's see what he wears upon his head. Get thee to a place of hiding, Sancho.
Oh, dear.
Oh, I am a little barber, and I go my merry way. With my razor and my leeches, I can always earn my pay. Though your chin be smooth as satin, you will need me soon, I know. For the Lord protects his barbers, and he makes the stubble grow. If I slip when I am shaving you and cut you to the quick, you can use me as a doctor, for I also heal the sick.
By the beard of St. Anthony, I could swear I could see before me a knight in shining armor. Ridiculous. There aren't any knight?
Ah!
I'm sorry, Your Highness. I thought I'd been touched by the sun.
Thou wouldst be touched by worse if thou dost not speedily hand over that golden helmet.
Golden helmet? What? Where? Oh, why, this is nothing but a shaving basin.
Shaving basin?
I must say, Your Grace, it does look like a shaving basin.
Yes, you see, I am a barber. A barber. I ply my trade from village to village, and I was wearing the shaving basin on my head to ward off the rays of the sun. So that's how you're...
Silence! Does not understand what that really is. That is the golden helmet of Mambrino. When worn by one of noble heart, it renders him invulnerable to all wounds. Misbegotten knave, where didst thou steal it?
I didn't steal it.
Hand it over.
But it cost me half a crown.
Hand it over, I shall!
It is worth half a crown.
Fool! Thou golden helmet of Mambrino, with so illustrious a past, too long hast thou been lost to glory, that rediscovered now at last. Golden helmet of Mambrino, there can be no hat like thee. Thee and I now, where I die now, will make golden history.
I can hear the cuckoo singing in the cuckoo-berry tree.
If he says that that's a helmet, I suggest that you agree.
But he'll find it is not gold, and 'twill not make him bold and brave.
Well, at least he'll find it useful if he ever needs a shave.
golden helmet of Mambrino. Thy deeds the world will not forget. Now Don Quixote de la Mancha will bring me greater glory yet. Golden helmet of Mambrino, there can be no hat like it. Me and I now, ere I die now, will make golden.
Your friends have departed?
Oh. Sir Castellano, I would make a confession.
To me?
I would confess I've never properly been dubbed a knight.
Oh. That's bad.
And yet I'm well qualified. I'm brave, bold, and courteous, affable, and patient.
Yes, that's the list.
Therefore, I beg a boon of thee.
Anything, within reason.
I should hold vigil in the chapel of thy castle, and at dawn receive from thy hand the ennobling stroke of knighthood.
There's one small difficulty. No chapel.
What?
That is, it's being repaired. But if you wouldn't mind holding your vigil someplace else?
Here, in the courtyard, under the stars.
Lovely. At sunrise, you'll be dubbed a knight.
Oh, I thank thee, I thank thee.
Now will you have some supper?
Supper? Before a vigil? Nay, my lord. I must fast and compose my spirit.
Now, there is either the wisest madman or the maddest wise man in the world.
He is mad.
Well, in any case, Doctor, we've failed.
Not necessarily. We know the sickness. Now to find the cure.
The cure. May it be not worse than the disease. To each his Dulcinea, that he alone can name. To each a secret hiding place, where he can find the haunting face, to light his secret flame. For with his Dulcinea beside him so to stand, a man can do quite anything, outfly the bird upon the wing, hold moonlight in his hand. Yet if you build your life on dreams, it's prudent to recall a man with moonlight in his hand has nothing there at all. There is no Dulcinea, she's made of flame and air, and yet how lovely life would seem if every man could weave a dream to keep him from despair. To each his Dulcinea, though she's not but flame.
Now must I consider how sages of the future will describe this historic night. Long after the sun had retired to his couch, darkening the gates and balconies of La Mancha, Don Quixote, with measured tread and lofty expression, held vigil in the courtyard of a mighty castle. O maker of empty boasts, on this, of all nights, to give way to vanity. Nay, Don Quixote, take a deep breath of life and consider how it should be lived. Call nothing thy own except thy soul. Love not what thou art, but only what thou may become. Live in the vision. Look always forward. In last year's nests there are no birds this year. Do not pursue pleasure, for thou may have the misfortune to overtake it. Be just to all men. Be courteous to all women. Live in the vision of that one for whom great deeds are done. She that is called Dulcinea.
Why do you call me that?
Oh, my lady.
Get up from there. Get up! Why do you call me by that name?
Because it is thine.
My name is Aldonza.
I know thee, lady.
My name is Aldonza, and I think you know me not.
All my years I've known thee. Thy virtue, thy nobility of spirit.
Take another look!
I have already seen thee in my heart.
Your heart doesn't know much about women.
It knows all, my lady. They are the very soul of man, the radiance that lights his way. A woman is glory.
What do you want of me?
Nothing.
Liar.
I deserved the rebuke. That I ask of my lady.
Now we get to
that I may be allowed to serve her and hold her in my heart and call upon her in defeat. And if at last I give my life, I give it in the sacred name of Dulcinea.
I must go. Pedro is waiting. Why do you do these things?
What things, my lady?
These things, these ridiculous things you do.
I hope to add some measure of grace to the world.
The world's a dung heap, and we are maggots that crawl on it.
My lady knows better in her heart.
What's in my heart will get me halfway to hell. And you, Senor Don Quixote, you're going to take such a beating.
Whether I win or lose does not matter.
What does?
Only that I follow the quest.
That for your quest. What does it mean? Quest.
The mission of each true knight, his duty, nay, his privilege, to dream the impossible dream, to fight the unbeatable foe, to bear with unbearable sorrow, to run where the brave dare not go, to right the unrightable wrong, to love pure and chaste from afar, to try though you're wayworn and weary, to reach the unreachable star. This is my quest, to follow follow that star, no matter how hopeless, no matter how far, to fight for the right without question or pause, to be willing to march into hell for that heavenly cause. And I know if I'll only be true to that glorious quest, that my heart will lie peaceful and calm when I'm laid to my rest. And the world will be better for this, that one man, scorned and covered with scars, still strove with his last ounce of courage to reach the unreachable star.
Just once, would you look at me as I really am?
I see beauty, purity, the woman each man holds secret within him, Dulcinea.
Keep me waiting, will you?
I wasn't, I didn't.
Oh, my lady, my princess.
Oh, monster!
Stay clear.
That would strike a woman!
Stand back or I'll break your empty head.
Oh, thou heart of flint and bowels of cork! Now shall I chastise thee! Oh,
Oh, I'm killed. One Tenorio muleteer.
come on! Don Quixote will vanquish armies!
Beware the lance.
Oh. Oh! Get... I'll help you up. Yes. Oh. No. Oh. What is this? All the noise. Oh, what dreadful thing happened here?
Glorious thing!
Sir Castellano, I would inform you that the right has triumphed.
Oh, Your Grace, are you hurt?
Nay, a little weakness. Oh.
Oh, he is hurt! Madman, I knew it!
Fetch bandages, hurry!
Oh, poor warrior! Poor lunatic!
Go back to bed, Maria.
I told you what would happen!
Go to bed.
Oh, he's coming around.
Oh, might I always wake to such a vision? Oh.
I must say, Your Grace, we certainly did a job out here.
We routed them, didn't we?
That bunch will be walking bow-legged for a week.
Oh, my lady, it does not seemly to gloat over the fallen.
Let them rot in hell.
Sir, I am a tame and peaceful man. Please, Sir Knight, I do not like to be inhospitable, but I must ask you to leave as soon as you are able.
I'm sorry to have offended the dignity of thy castle. I shall depart with daylight. But first I must remind thee of thy promise.
Promise?
True, it is not yet done, but I've held vigil and proven myself in combat. Therefore, I beg thou of me, knight.
Oh, very well. Let's get it over with.
Will it be good enough to fetch my sword? Oh, my lady, I cannot tell thee how joyful I am that this ceremony will take place in thy presence.
Be careful now.
It is a solemn moment which seals my vocation.
Are you ready?
I am.
Very well, then. Kneel. Don Quixote de la Mancha, I hereby dub thee knight.
Your lordship!
What's the matter? Didn't I do it right?
If your lordship could make some mention of the deeds I've performed to earn this honor.
Oh, of course. Don Quixote de la Mancha, having proven yourself this day in glorious and terrible combats, and by my authority as lord of this castle, I hereby dub thee knight.
Your lordship!
Something else?
It is customary to grant the new knight an added name. If your lordship could devise such a name for me.
Hail, Knight of the woeful countenance, Knight of the woeful countenance. Wherever you go, people will know of the glorious deeds of the Knight of the woeful countenance. Farewell and good cheer, oh my brave cavalier, ride onward to glorious strife. I swear when you're gone, I'll remember you well for all of the rest of my life. Hail, Knight of the woeful countenance, Knight of the woeful countenance. Wherever you go, face to the foe, they will quail at the sight of the Knight of the woeful countenance. Oh, valorous knights, go and fight for the rights, and battle all villains that be. But oh, when you do, what will happen to you? Thank God I won't be there to see. Hail, Knight of the woeful countenance, Knight of the woeful countenance. Wherever you go, people will know of the glorious deeds of the Knight of the woeful countenance.
I thank thee.
Now, Sir Knight, I'm going to bed, and I advise you to do the same.
Oh, Knight of the woeful countenance.
It's a beautiful name.
Come here, Grace. Let's get you to bed.
Oh, no, not yet. I owe something to my enemies.
That account's been paid.
No, my lady. I must raise them up and minister to their wounds.
What?
nobility demands.
It does?
Yes, my lady. Therefore, I shall take these bandages and I will...
You won't. I'll do it. I'll minister.
But, my lady...
And they were my enemies, too.
Oh, blessed one. Ah, blessed one, Sancho.
Come here, Grace.
Ah. Ah.
What do you think you're doing?
I'm going to minister to your wounds.
Your what?
A nobility demands. Turn over, you poxy goat.
Little bird in the cinnamon tree. Now let's see that. Little bird in the cinnamon tree. Little bird, do you sing for me? Do you bring me word of one I know? Little bird, I love her. Bring her.
Oh, Sancho, how I do envy my enemies.
Envy?
To think they know the healing touch of my lady Dulcinea. Let this be proof to you, Sancho. Nobility triumphs, virtue always prevails. Now, in the moment of victory, do I confirm my knighthood and my oath. For all my life, this I do swear. To dream the impossible dream, to fight the unbeatable foe, to bear with unbearable sorrow, to run with the best, not quarrel. That sound.
The men of the Inquisition.
What does it mean?
They're coming for someone.
They'll haul him off. Put the question to him. Next thing he knows, burning.
Are they coming for me?
Very possibly. What, Cervantes? Not afraid? Where is your courage? Is that in your imagination, too? No escape, Cervantes. This is happening. Not to your brave man of La Mancha, but to you. Quick, Cervantes, call upon him. Let him shield you. Let him save you, if he can, from that.
Better?
Thank you.
Good. Let's get on with your defense.
If I might rest a moment.
This La Mancha, what is it like?
An empty place. Great wide plains.
Which apparently grows lunatics.
I would say rather men of illusion.
Much the same. Why are you poets so fascinated with madmen?
I suppose we have much in common.
You both turn your backs on life.
We both select from life what pleases us.
A man must come to terms with life as it is.
I have lived nearly 50 years, and I have seen life as it is. Pain, misery, hunger, cruelty beyond belief. I've heard the singing from taverns, and the moans from bundles of filth on the street. I've been a soldier, and seen my comrades fall in battle, or die more slowly under the lash in Africa. I've held them in my arms at the final moment. These were men who saw life as it is, yet they died despairing. No glory, no gallant last words, only their eyes filled with confusion, whimpering the question, why? I do not think they asked why they were dying, but why they had lived. When life itself seems lunatic, who knows where madness lies? Perhaps to be too practical may be madness. To surrender dreams, this may be madness. To seek treasure where there is only trash. Too much sanity may be madness. But maddest of all, to see life as it is, and not as it should be. I am I, Don Quixote, the Lord of La Mancha. My destiny calls and I go. And the wild winds of fortune shall carry me onward, oh, whithersoever they blow.
I don't understand.
What, my friend?
Why you're so cheerful. First you find your lady, then you lose her.
Never lost.
Well, she ran off with those mule drivers.
Ah, but undoubtedly with some high purpose.
high purpose with those low characters?
Sancho, Sancho, thine eyes always sees evil in preference to good.
There's no use blaming my eye. It doesn't make the world. It only sees it. And besides, there's something my eyes see truly enough. Moors. Let's make a wide track around them, for they're a scurvy lot, and your grace can't deny that.
Sancho, Sancho, do not condemn before thou knowest.
They're not thieves and murderers?
A young infant approaches. Charming.
But she's a trollop, and he's nothing more than...
Sancho, Sancho, have done with these foul suspicions. Does not understand what they are saying. These two are brother and sister, offspring of the noble African lord, Sidi Ben Ali. Ah, sweet maiden, what wilt thou?
I think I know what she will.
Ah, she wishes me to feel the beating of her heart, and such is her innocence, she does not even know where it is.
Or even how many she has.
Oh! Much as I surmised.
What's he saying?
The noble African lord hath been taken captive, and right now lies deep in a dungeon not 5 leagues from here. While these, his faithful family and retainers, travel the countryside in hope of raising a ransom. Ah, Sancho, see how quaint the customs of these Africans? In this charming manner, they ask Lenime a contribution to their cause.
Don't do it!
That would signal a fellow knight in jeopardy. Here, sweet maiden, with all my heart. Sancho, shame on thee for elected Christian. Shame on thee for parsimonious wretch. Shame on thee for small-hearted peasant. Shame on thee, Sancho, multiple shame. Ah, Sancho, I knew thy heart was good. Ah, how inspiring is their gratitude. Let us celebrate their fashion, Sancho. Oh.
It's the pig butcher, don't you remember? We expected him yesterday. Coming, Senior Butcher, coming. Not again! This place is closed. This castle has gone out of business.
What? Deny the right of sanctuary!
I hate to, but...
And to a knight dubbed by their own hand!
It just doesn't seem right.
Not by any rule of chivalry! Oh.
More muleteers?
Moors. They stole our money.
Have done, Sancho.
They stole our animals.
Must thou harp on it?
They stole everything we had.
Why don't you declare a truce?
And allow wickedness to flourish.
I'm afraid wickedness wears thick armor.
And that wouldst thou have me surrender? Nay, let a man be overthrown 10,000 times. Still must he rise again and do battle. The enchanter may confuse the outcome, but the effort remains sublime.
Lies, madness and lies.
Aldonza, what happens?
Ask him.
Maria! Maria!
I shall punish him that did this crime.
Crime? You know the worst crime of all? Being born. For that you get punished your whole life.
Dulcinea!
Enough of that! Get yourself to a madhouse! Rave about nobility when no one can hear you!
My lady!
I am not your lady! I'm not any kind of a lady! I was spawned in a ditch by a mother who left me there naked and cold and too hungry to cry. I never blamed her, I'm sure she left hoping that I'd have the good sense to die. And then of course there's my father. I'm told that young ladies can point to their fathers with maidenly pride. Mine was some regiment here for an hour. I can't even tell you which side. So of course I became, as befitted my delicate birth, the most casual bride of the murdering scum of the earth.
And still thou art my lady!
And still he torments me! Lady! How should I be a lady? For a lady has modest and maidenly airs, and a virtue I somehow suspect that I lack. It's hard to remember these maidenly airs in a stable laid flat on your back. Won't you look at me, God, won't you look at me? Look at the kitchen slut reeking of sweat, born on a dung heap to die on a dung heap, a strumpet men use and forget. If you feel that you see me, point at my virginal best, cross my palm with a coin, and I'll willingly show you the rest.
And still thou art Dulcinea!
Take the clouds from your eyes and see me as I really am. You have shown me the sky, but what good is the sky to a creature who'll never do better than crawl? Of all the cruel bastards who badgered and battered me, you are the cruelest of all. Can't you see what your gentle insanities do to me? Rob me of anger and give me despair. Blows and abuse I can take and give back again. Tenderness I cannot bear.
Sweet Dulcinea!
So please torture me now with your sweet Dulcineas no more. I am no one! I'm nothing! I'm only Aldonza, the whole!
Now and forever, thou art my lady,
there one here calls himself Don Quixote de la Mancha? If there is, and he be not afraid to look upon me, let him stand forth.
I am Don Quixote, Knight of the Woeful Countenance.
Now hear me, thou charlatan. Thou art no knight, but a foolish pretender. Thy pretense is a child's mockery, and thy principles dirt beneath my feet.
O false knight, discourteous! Before I chastise thee, tell me thy name.
Thou shalt hear it in due course.
Then say why thou seekest me out.
Thou called upon me, Don Quixote. Thou reviled me and threatened.
The enchanter!
Oh!
Behold at thy feet the gate of battle!
Master, no!
On what terms do we fight?
Choose thine own!
Very well. If thou art beaten, thy freedom is forfeit, and thou must obey my every command. And thy conditions?
If thou art still alive, thou shalt kneel and beg mercy of my lady, Dulcinea.
But where shall I find this lady?
There she stands.
Thy lady is an alley cat.
Monster, defend thyself.
Hold. Thou asked my name. Now I shall tell it. I am called the Knight of the Mirrors.
Oh. Oh.
Look, Don Quixote. Look into the mirror of reality and see things as they truly are. Look.
Oh.
What seest thou, Don Quixote? A gallant knight, not but an aging fool. Look.
Oh.
Canst thou see him? A madman dressed for a masquerade. Look.
Oh.
See him as he truly is. See the clown. Drown, Don Quixote. Drown in the mirror. Go deep. The masquerade is ended. Confess thy lady is a trollop, and thy dream the nightmare of a disordered mind.
No, I am Don Quixote, knight errant of La Mancha. My lady is Dulcinea. My lady, my lady, my lady. My lady. My lady, my lady.
It is done.
Your Grace, it is Dr. Carrasco. It is only Sanson Carrasco.
Forgive me, Senor Quijana. It was the only way.
Cervantes! Cervantes! Prepare to be summoned.
By who?
Judges of the Inquisition.
Captain, how soon?
Soon.
But not yet. Good. You'll have time to finish the story.
The story is finished.
What?
At least so far as I know it.
I don't think I like this ending. I don't think the jury likes it either.
Well then, he's failed.
Miguel de Cervantes, it is the sentence of
Wait.
the...
Wait. If I could have a little more time.
Oh, I'll grant it. But the Inquisition...
A few moments only. Let me improvise. Sancho.
Can you do nothing?
I'm afraid there'll be more need of my services than his, my dear. Where is he, I wonder? In what dark cavern of the mind?
According to recent theory,
Doctor, please.
Don't you think I did right?
Yes, there's the contradiction.
You again.
Tell him to go away.
What harm can he do?
Yes, it's all been done.
Your Reverence, could I talk to him?
I'm afraid he won't hear you.
Well, then I won't say much.
And no mention of knight errantry.
Of course not. Does one speak of the rope in the House of the Hanged?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, excuse me, Your Grace.
Your Grace.
Just a few words to lighten his heart. A little gossip, a little chat, a little idle talk of this and that. I'll tell him all the troubles I have had, and since he doesn't hear, at least he won't feel bad. When I first got home, my wife Teresa beat me, but the blows fell very lightly on my back. She kept missing every other stroke and crying from the heart that while I was gone, she'd gone and lost the neck. Of course I hit her back, Your Grace, but she's a lot harder than I am. And you know what they say, whether the stone hits the pitcher or the pitcher hits the stone, it's going to be bad for the pitcher. So I've got bruises from here to... A little gossip, a little chat, a little idle talk of this and that. If no one listens, then it's just as well. At least I won't get caught in any lies I tell. Oh, I haven't fought a windmill in a fortnight, and the humble joys get duller every day. Why, when I'm asleep, a dragon with his fiery tongue a-wagging whispers, Sancho, won't you please come out and play?
That's enough now.
Why? What did I do?
I warned you.
I didn't do anything. I was only trying to...
Oh, my friend.
Did Your Grace say something?
Your fat little bag's stuffed with proverbs.
Oh, yes, Your Grace. As I was saying...
Uncle!
Oh, my dear. Good morning, Padre. Or is it evening?
Alonso.
How do you feel, sir?
Not well, my friends.
Can you speak your name?
Should a man not know his own name?
If you would say it.
Alonso Quijano. Padre.
Here, beside you.
I should like to make a will.
Of course.
Uncle.
Forgive me, my dear. When I close my eyes, I see a pale horse, and he beckons me mount.
No, Uncle. You will get well.
Why should a man get well when he is dying? It is such a terrible waste of good health. Come closer, my friend. In my illness, I dreamed so strangely. Such dreams. I dreamed that I dare not tell you, lest you think me mad.
No, Uncle, put them from your mind.
They're gone, my dear. Nor do I know what they meant. Padre!
Speak, my friend, and I shall write.
I, Alonso Quijano, with one foot in the stirrup, and the agony of death already upon me, do hereby make the following dispositions of my estate. The bulk I bequeath to my beloved
niece, Antonia Quijano. With the exception of...
Samson! It's that slut from the inn.
I tried to stop her. She threatened to tear your eyes out.
Get out of here.
You touch me again.
Get out of here.
Not before I see
I'm
him.
warning you. Go quietly, or I'll...
Let me!
Sir Quijano,
I said let me. In my house, though, be courtesy. Come closer, girl. Now, what is it you wish?
Don't you know me?
Should I?
I am Aldonza.
I do not know you by that name.
He knows. Please, my lord.
My lord? Why do you say my lord? I am not a lord.
You are my lord, Don Quixote.
Don Quixote? I'm sorry, my dear. I've been ill and I'm confused by shadows. Perhaps I knew you once, but I do not remember.
this way.
Please, try and remember.
Is it so important?
Everything. My whole life. You spoke to me and everything was different.
I spoke to you.
And you looked at me. And you called me by another name. Once you found a girl and called her Dulcinea. When you spoke the name, an angel seemed to whisper, Dulcinea. Dulcinea, won't you please bring back the dream of Dulcinea? Won't you bring me back the bright and shining glory of Dulcinea?
I'm afraid I must insist.
No. Let be. Then perhaps it is not a dream.
You spoke of a dream and about the quest.
Quest?
How you must fight. And it doesn't matter whether you win or lose, if only you follow the quest.
The words. Tell me the words.
To dream, the impossible dream. But they're your own words. To fight, the unbeatable foe. Don't you remember? To bear, with unbearable sorrow. You must remember to run where the brave dare not go.
To right the unrightable wrong?
Yes.
To love, pure and chaste from afar.
Yes.
To try, though you're way-worn and weary. To reach the unreachable star.
Thank you, my lord.
But this is not seemly, my lady.
on thy knees to me.
My lord, you are not well.
Not well. What matter wounds to the body of a knight errant? For each time he falls, he shall rise again, and woe to the wicked. Sancho!
Hear your grace!
My armor, my sword.
More misadventures?
Adventures, old friend. Of the trumpets of glory, now call me to ride. Yes, the trumpets are calling to me. And wherever I ride, ever staunch at my side, my squire and my lady will be. I am I, Don Quixote, the Lord of La Mancha. Our destiny calls and we go. And the wild winds of fortune shall carry us onward, oh, with
My lord! Master?
whithersoever they blow. Onward to glory, oh. Go,
My lord!
go.
Uncle!
De profundis clamoat te, Domine, Domine, audi vocem meam, finant
He is dead. My master is dead.
Don Quixote is not dead. A man died. But I did not know him.
But he was...
He is not dead. Believe, Sancho. Believe.
Aldonza?
My name is Dulcinea.
Domine, Domine, quis sustinebit?
Under authority of the Holy Office of the Inquisition, by reason of certain offenses committed against His Majesty's Most Catholic Church, the following is summoned to give answer and submit his person for purification, if it be so ordered. Don Miguel de Cervantes.
How popular defendant I am. Summoned by one court, before I've quite finished another. How says the judge?
I think I know what this contains. The history of your mad knight.
Bleed as well there as you did here, and you may not burn.
I have no intention of burning. Old friends, shall we go? Courage.
Cervantes, I think Don Quixote is brother to Don Miguel.
God help us. We are both men of La Mancha.
To dream the impossible dream, to fight the unbeatable foe, to bear with unbearable sorrow, to run where the brave dare not go.